Hey guys, Tommy here over at the bar, the strongest gym in the West, Texas. And I just tested out some new knee sleeves, some even newer knee sleeves. And this is a small business, and I find out too it's veteran owned. And actually, the fellow that started this business, I think he used to work for another business that I still do have high regard for. His name's Phil. I believe I've communicated with him in the past too. But he even sent me this little personal handwritten note, which he obviously knows that we review knee sleeves. In fact, he may have even seen that I reviewed the knee sleeves that he in a company he was affiliated with in the past, which I believe, if I'm correct, I think he was affiliated with Strength Shop. Well, anyway, he's a real stand-up guy, at least with my experience with him so far. But he started a company called Arsenal. You can check him out on social media. They have a Twitter, which I don't have a Twitter. They have an Instagram and a Facebook. Instagram is going to be arsenal.athletics. So, and that's where I checked them out. I'm sure you can check out their website through there. But I just ordered these. A friend and follower of our social media and our YouTube channel saw our most recent video about the Inzer sleeves. And I had mentioned that I believe that these Strength Shop sleeves are the best, our best bang for your buck knee sleeve. You know, they're great knee sleeves. You can't argue against that. And many things I say are an opinion, but I think my opinion holds a little bit of weight too. But anyway, not that I'm a celebrity, but anyway, this fellow recommended that I try out these Arsenal sleeves, and so he calls himself on the Instagram JV Strength, I believe. But anyway, these Arsenal knee sleeves, they're pretty handsome looking. I really like this rubbery logo on the front. It has a nice shininess to it against this flat gray. Real simple, but really good looking. Reminds me of a gray Toyota Tacoma. You know, really good looking, sharp vehicle. Really good looking, sharp, simple knee sleeve. Besides the look of it, when I pulled them out of the package, to be straight up honest, I really wasn't expecting much. Okay, they're really soft. They're not super rigid. They're pretty floppy. As most standard knee sleeves are, I don't think they're quite as rigid as a lot of other sleeves on the market. And then my second notice, which I think I've stretched them out a little bit on this bottom. I did get these sized appropriately how they were suggested on the website. I ordered a large, and the hole on the bottom a little bit tight for me. I'm not the average knee sleeve user. I have rather large, girthy calves, and that's mostly genetics. I've got some muscle in there, but if you look at my little brother's calves, he's got some big, girthy calves too. Anyway, these knee sleeves, they were difficult to put on for multiple reasons. The first reason, as soon as I slid them over my foot onto my calf, they were already tight. And I folded them down in half, fold the top seam down to the bottom seam, and attempted to slide them up my shin. Because of how soft they are, they are soft. They're not very rigid. It did make it difficult to slide them up my calf, which as many knee sleeves are. So in addition to that, because of the restriction of this little bottom seam, it made it even more difficult. And it's very restrictive because I have bigger calves. So it was hurt a little bit. But I got them up. Took some time, but I got them up. And when I did, and I fit them as comfortably as I could tell immediacy. It's hard to explain. I've not experienced a knee sleeve quite like this. And I was surprised and impressed. I did my pause squats in these after my squat session because these arrived towards the end of my squat workout. And I didn't really want to change out my other knee sleeves for my heavier sets. So I did them with my pause sets, which I had been wearing some snug fitting Titan yellow jackets, I believe they're called. Yeah, yellow jackets. I always call them Killer Bees. They're yellow jackets. But anyway, so I subbed these instead, and they felt pretty good. I was expecting high. When I brought them out of the package, my expectations dropped. But then when I wore them and I felt them, even before I went, they felt pretty good. And it's hard to explain. I've not felt a sleeve quite like this because although it's not very rigid and it is very soft and it's very cushiony, it was still very cradling and supportive. This is what I feel I experienced when I wore them. I think when I got to the bottom of the squat, when I got to the hole, I think this compressive cushion compressed and then expanded out when I stood up. But although it's very soft, it doesn't really stretch either. And I think that combination was very productive for me. If you have rather large calves, these will still work, but you're gonna have to fight a little bit to get these on. And other drawbacks, I don't believe they're IPF approved, so you're not gonna be able to use them for USAPL regionals or nationals. You should probably be able to use them at local meets. But, and most of the general public are not gonna be going to nationals anyway. And, but who's to say that this company isn't gonna grow? I bet they will. With Phil at the helm, I'm sure that they will grow. So I could see this as a brand in some years to come that might be investing in IPF approval. We'll see if USAPL is even still involved in the IPF in the future. Who knows? We've seen some bold stuff going on social media, but we shall see. But overall, general consensus, these were pretty inexpensive, $40, and I don't believe I paid anything for shipping. I think I had like $2 in taxes, it might have been $42 in the end. I think this is probably the most inexpensive knee sleeve that I've purchased of all the ones that I tried. So I would say, yeah, JV strength, I'm gonna say, yeah, this is probably the best bang for your buck knee sleeve, that's not IPF approved. And even still, without IPF approval, I still think it's the best bang for your buck knee sleeve. Of course, being not IPF approved, you're not gonna be able to use it at regionals, nationals, or anything further than that. So, it does have my stamp of approval. It's a good knee sleeve. So anyone just looking for general training or doing local meets, this will be a good fit. If you're not really trying to shoot for nationals or anything, these would be a good way to go. So let me know if you try them out, what you think. If you have another knee sleeve that you think I should try, I'm open to try these out. I mean, someone suggested these to me and I ordered them up basically when they told me, right after they told me. So it's a good knee sleeve. So I don't know if you can see that detail right there. And it's a good, simple, solid knee sleeve. So I'm hungry. I got a client that's about to be here. So I'm gonna get me a snack and and I'm gonna go ahead and get ready for the rest of the day. All right, go catch a lift. I will see you later.